Hey there, I'm David Schloss, live at the Sony Media event in New York City for the first media look at the 100 2.8 and the 85mm 1.8 lens. A couple interesting lenses from Sony. The first one we're looking at, and I think the most interesting one, is the 100mm 2.8. So this lens is an STF lens. This is not a standard lens. The idea behind this lens is to produce an image where the background focus, or a lot of people call it bokeh or bokeh, is more accurate than what you get with a lens like the 85mm 1.8. And so when you're looking at most lenses and you've got background defocus, there's a little bit of distortion to the image in the background. What this lens is designed to do is it's designed to keep that background stuff focused properly. So there's a nice soft feathering to the edge of things that are out of focus. So for example, if you're taking a picture of some background lights behind somebody in a wedding scene or a model, those don't look like they sort of go into a point with a very heavy bright center and then not a lot of light at the outside. Instead, it makes a very nice soft background defocus. There's a couple of weird things about the lens. Even Sony thinks that they're going to have to work on how they talk about this. The lens measures part of the time in f-stops, which is the openness of the aperture, and it measures part of the time in t-stops, which is something that people who work in video are more used to. So when you're shooting with this lens at the 5.6T, it's giving you the equivalent of a 2.8 lens, but then it's also kind of giving you much softer background focus than a 2.8 lens. And so it's a little bit hard to classify this lens. It's a great portrait lens. We've been shooting it. It looks a little bit to me sort of like more like a 200mm lens in the term of the image it produces from you than a 100mm lens. Definitely a nice lens. You want some good room between yourself and the subject when you're taking pictures. If you're too close, the background is not really thrown out of focus as much as something like a 1.4 or 1.8mm lens. So we're going to have a lot of tests of this lens. We're going to test the 85mm to 1.8. We're going to have all the lenses in really soon. We're going to do more tests with the lenses. After the embargo is over at 3 a.m., we'll have samples from these lenses up on our website. If you'd like some more information, you can check us out at digitalphotopro.com or subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching.